Well then, it's a Thursday, it's a non-standard day, I guess, for EU4 things, but well, that's just how it's gonna be this week, because also nothing tomorrow, that I can say already right away, hence we're having something to do today, and well, that something is gonna be dealing with the rending, I hope. I don't know how long term or short term it's gonna be. I guess in the short term we already dealt with at least the rebel armies, so that's at least okay. But now in the long term there will be the major spirits to deal with, and yeah, they're quite strong from what from what I see. But I guess as long as we get our temples repaired, which doesn't take too long, unless they are fully damaged, then it's a problem. But yeah, we get the temples back up, and we should be able to start sealing them away, I think. Also, currently, we control some regions, but definitely not all of them, so we don't really care about a number of the spirits. But the ones that are in like Rachen, that's bad. Yeah, the ones in Rachen, the ones that, yeah, the big one along the river, they do cause issues. Plus, we obviously have everything else that's the usual that we have to deal with. So... okay, as far as the spirits were concerned, we do have the menu. Also, this shows me... I guess I have the river spirit selected, so that shows what would be... yeah, all the this is all the provinces that are in that. So, every single province here lost 5 development. That is legitimately like 200 developments worth, I would assume. Well, at least the command also got a nice chunk of that damage, not just us. Okay, let's see this again. So that was Karunyana. So the most I care about Denbasana. Who are you? It would be nice if Tugayasa... oh wait, is Tugayasa one specific province? Tugayasa might be a specific province. Well, I know about them, but where is Master Twins, Maratha? Okay, yeah, Marutha is here, Denbasana. Denbasana, the festive elephant here. This is what we actually really care about. So, okay, so if I remember, this shows us selecting a great spirit will make the decision. Highlight province is not protected by Spirit Hunter's state edict or a temple complex in that spirit domain. Okay, so quite a few areas are not protected. I guess, can we check? Oh no, this temple complex is... okay, I think that was highlighted simply... okay, yeah, there we go. So here in the south, it's understandable because the temple complex in Sardica went derelict. So that's that, and then I think up here We have a damaged temple. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the only one up here. And if that, or maybe in Denbasana itself. No, Denbasana itself doesn't even have a temple, which is interesting. Well, okay, then I think... Well, yeah, I guess the temples, some of them I have already started repairing. Starting repairs on any more just gets excessively expensive. So we're gonna hold off a bit. Oh yeah, okay, this does highlight all the temples. Yeah. Okay, so the ones that aren't glowing, namely the ones in the west, we are already repairing. So we have a number. We have a number of them here. I guess what is... Yeah, this one is derelict. This one is also derelict. The one in Tugayasa is only damaged. So that could be a priority. Okay, okay, this is problematic. Most of them are outright derelict. I guess I think it should most likely be the best to first repair the ones that are just repairable, and then worry about the ones that have to be fully restored. But okay, that is that. Otherwise, well, yeah, as I said, we still have our usual things that we have to be doing. We still have to fight and whatnot. Can't really stop for too long. So, what do we concern ourselves with first? We have stuff in the west, but I think we're still waiting a bit on all of this. Or what was the situation? Ooh, why have you made an alliance? Oh, because they have conquered like 2 provinces down here. Well, I definitely do not want them partaking in any of this. Asraport, Ghislaine. Right, the problem here was that we need, well, we have the ships, though God knows if that's gonna be enough ships. And we need to wait for a truce to end. How long is that? 53. Okay, a year. Theoretically, we could fight Busalar in a year's time. So that could definitely be something. We have our navy. Quite a few heavy ships, galleys, all up to date. Yeah, they won't be getting... Okay, well, we'll see about that. Alternatively, in the east, who are our potential targets? We took everything from Mo Huang. We need Prukakin lands and Elephant Command territory, and obviously the command itself. So we could attack the Prukakins. Arav Kelin would get pulled in, which is a shame. Dahui also is at the ass end of everything, but otherwise it's problematic territory-wise. It's not that problematic, actually, army-wise. We can deal with them quite handedly. The Elephant Command... Okay, they are guaranteed by Mo Huang, but we did take money and everything, so they are now in debt and not willing to help. So we could just fight the Elephant Command 1v1, which we do have a lot of claims on them, so we have to get started, really. And at this point, they're not, like, if the command decides to come in and take more of their land, well, we can't stop them, really. Well, no, more like the Elephant Command wouldn't stop them at all, so might as well we take the land instead of them. And then, oh yeah, right, and also... Okay, we need 2 of our border provinces with them for the forts of Bomdon. And then Bimlau, and that will complete this mission. And then the source of the Talabay... We need another one of their southern provinces. And then we have to cut in through the north something that Dahui still owns, and then Mo Huang territory plus Verkolozavar. Then we need to have a few provinces from the command, and then that will give us our next proper claims on the command, namely here in the west. And yeah, and then we will have a nice mission to destroy the entirety of the command. Yeah, that's gonna be something. Oh yeah, right, the Divine Symposium. What was that? The Iced Roller. Which city was that? I don't remember where... Where was that? Oh, it's... Oh, Sarisung. Yeah, Sarisung gets renamed to Iced Roller. Sure, yeah, that was the one. Well, okay. First things first, I guess that means the Elephant Command can get it. Actually, how are their lands are... I guess there is some... I guess a decent amount, which is only single digit, but then... I guess, yeah, obviously some cities, but overall the development isn't that great, so we should be able to pick up quite a lot. I do think since they have converted to the Jadd, we cannot use the Great Holy War against them. But we have, well, all the claims we need, so it's just gonna be a basic one. It's just gonna be a basic one. They don't have much of a military. Let's just get everyone that has siege ready. Just get everyone with siege ready, and we'll get the party. Well, it's not really a party, but we'll get it started. And okay, I also think we can upgrade some forts. Togayasa can definitely get it. Ooh, the command. The burning of the RPU headquarters. Again. So, I guess it was the... Okay, yeah, the spirits took their capital. So which means the rebels lose war exhaustion. Can the rebels actually get modifiers? I don't think they can. Honestly, it is kind of shit, because with the command letting the rebels take all the cities, all of their temples will be damaged. All of their temples will be damaged, and we will have to repair that. But I guess they are preoccupied fighting their fight instead of curbing the rebels. And okay, first province with... I guess, yeah, actually we have to... I guess we don't have to, but we should start saving up money for manufactories just as soon as we can embrace it. It's gonna be like 10k, 11k again, but we should be able to save up enough quite quickly. Yeah, sure. Also, how are the roads? Yeah, the roads are... Next we need to finish the roads here. But then... Okay, yeah, in the Salahad, over here they are popping up. Very nice. Roads. I love highways. So, Elephant Command. Let's just set Kedbtei. You. Baburm. What is there? I think they do have some... They do have some siege... Okay, they do have some for defense, but honestly not... I guess they actually... Do they not have... Fort repurposing? Because they get 40% from unique modifiers. Which makes me think, how... Do they not have... Do they not have defensive? They don't even have defensive ideas. I guess if they did, it would be quite, that would be quite wild. But if they don't, then it's quite easy on us. Okay, yeah, the economy has dropped a little bit. I guess we currently are spending a lot on missionaries. That should be one reason. Fort maintenance honestly has added up. I think because, well, mostly because we have been upgrading and we have taken quite a few forts along the river. Which maybe I should be getting rid of a few of them, but they did help with the spirits. But this is again where I like having forts just around in places. They do help. Oh no, our agent got discovered. That's not good. Rebels have crossed. I hope they're going... Well... Oh, we also... How the hell have we... I guess it didn't get recruited in the end. We were missing one artillery. Missing one artillery here. I think that's what I started recruiting them when the spirits popped up and then they never reached. Never reached the target. Actually, can we see, are there any? Okay, so there is one already ruined temple in here. Another already ruined temple. Yeah, looks like all the temples that we will be taking will already just be ruined. Oh no, this one is... Okay, there is one intact. Okay, that's in the command territory. Another one that's damaged. Ascension. Our decision to let the scientist be, contentedly sewing miniaturized flags, seemed to be the right one. What even constituted the ascension that rumors mentioned, and how on Halan could such an innocuous action ever lead to it? The deeper mysteries will always remain beyond our knowledge, but we do know this. At 3 AM on the 31st of Tearfall, the city he lived in, we have no better word than ascended. Once busy streets went silent, once active markets froze in time. The song of birds, the rush of water, the burble of conversation all ceased. The entire population of the city has simply frozen, rendered static in a world constantly in motion. Their eyes still dart to and fro, seeming to drink in the sight of their surroundings. But aside from that, they have entered some sort of stasis. Not even our strongest magics seem able to affect them, let alone get a sense of what is going on. Thankfully, this only happened in the Inventor's city, and we should shudder to think what it may have meant had the effect reached across our entire nation. With no other option, it seems we must leave the once thriving city as a monument to genius and the madness unique to it. What city? It's in Bolvar. Of course. So we get 50 admin. I don't know why we get 50 admin, and Bolvar loses 6 development. Admittedly, losing 6 development isn't the end of the world. Still sucks that it's in Bolvar. I thought this would be in some backwater. That doesn't matter. I guess we just now have a district in Bolvar which is permanently frozen in time. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. It is cheap to dev, so I don't know. Even not the biggest loss, but oh yeah. So also I assume that means there aren't many outcomes. Looks like if you pick to allow him to sue his flags, then you're just gonna get that one city gets deleted. I thought maybe there would be a good possibility, like a positive outcome, but well, maybe there is, and I just haven't gotten it. Goblin drunken rampage in the middle of the desert. You... do we have an army somewhere? I guess you are the closest ones. Goddamn goblins. I'm always surprised that the goblins can get together like 30,000 drunkards and form a proper army. Okay. Now, it would be cool if we could take the north part of the Elephant Command. Because, well, that is the part which the command itself has cores on. So this is what they would take in a war. So I would prefer to take this, but problem is we ourselves do have claims on it, but we don't really need it for the missions. For the missions, I'm more interested in the southern bits. So we'll have to see what we end up taking. Okay, once again, Port Jahair spreading. Sure, lose prestige. Those adventurers, always embarrassing us. Why do they have to be like this? Also, where is the Elephant Command military? Still they're not the... Okay, well, yeah, they're all the way in the back of their country. Just hiding away. Also, soon enough we'll have finished converting all the religions that we took from... I think this is still from... Again, I guess... right, this was all that we took from Mo Huang. Yeah, in this area. The west is obviously already good. Oh, okay, the command, I didn't notice the command. They did peace out. Oh, they didn't take... They didn't even take all the claims that they had on Zhongji. That is surprising. And they have cleaned up all of their spirits, and sadly they didn't lose, really, any men, looks like, cleaning up the spirits. I would have hoped that they would take some casualties and all of that. Well, I guess they haven't gotten off scot-free. All things considered, they are only at 130,000 men. Which isn't really good, considering considering that I think our truce with them is relatively soon gonna be running out. I don't remember which year it was. But I do remember that it's not too long. I guess might as well check. Our peace runs out at the end of 55, so actually only 2 more years. Only 2 more years and we will be able to fight the command again. So that's... I very much will use that opportunity. Okay. More highway construction. Loving it. Ow, disease. Not the disease. And okay, we can pick up... Hello, Boland. Rendering started. Surrender all your bodily fat to the nearest rendering plant. Well, that's not exactly what this rending is, but sure. EU4 Mayday. Well, I guess I don't really, since I don't work, I don't really pay much attention to the, I guess, yeah, like May work holiday, whatever it's called in English. I think every country calls it something else. But yeah, I guess it's special day, isn't it? Holidays and whatnot. For actual good members of society. But yeah, we're gaming. We're doing Jadd stuff. Justin caught us right in the middle of a war. Well, war. We're kind of just going in and taking what we want. It's don't know if this can be called much of a war. And at that we can get even more military stuff. So how much does this cost us? Basically all of our military power. Do we need military power for anything else? I don't think we're gonna need it in the near future. So possibly we could pick up a technology ahead of time. Actually, I think this is one of the definitely first time in a long while where we can pick up something and get innovativeness. Because innovativeness is cool. We have gotten up to almost 50%. This will push us over. The all power cost reduction is Excellent. So yeah, let's take line infantry. We now have bayonets. Good stuff. And it is very good because now our infantry gets massively buffed shock. Now it's 1.6 in both. Nice. We already were doing very good in shock phases, so this should drive it even further home. Okay, yeah, and then the next military tech 22 is, I guess, arguably one of the most important tech levels in the entire game, because it basically doubles artillery fire damage. Artillery just does twice as much damage. It's simple as. And that's stupidly strong. So... But yeah, not quite a while until we can get that. Uniform regulations, cloth, wool, and dyes get a little bit more expensive because everyone is making fancy dresses. Well, fancy uniforms. Whatnot, white pants, red jackets, big hats. Can't have a proper army if you don't have a big hat. Okay, so that's interesting. Dances of Ecstasy. A unique spirit has made its presence known in Baviyai, distinct from many others we have encountered. Reports from the province describe how this spirit is compelling the people to engage in vigorous dancing, even in individuals of advanced age or limited mobility. They dance fervently for hours after nightfall, before eventually falling asleep in the late hours of the night. Remarkably, the following day, these individuals express a profound sense of revitalization and motivation. It appears that the spirit dance has bestowed upon them renewed energy and a revived zest for life. Well, would you look at that? A random province gets some stuff. Cool. Okay, that's once again the Blessed River, which we can complete. Okay, and now we do... Okay, we control actually everything. We don't need to siege anything more. So, the Elephant Command. How much do we need and how much are we going to take? So I remember these two provinces we need for our missions. Where is it? Forts. Yup, those two we need for our missions. And then everything else is basically... how we can carve it out. So the only provinces we don't have claims on is this little corner area. Which, sure, we won't take all of them in one war anyways, so we have to leave something. And then I think I wanna try cutting... Basically cutting through them. I definitely want a connection with these Dahui lands. It would be good to also get a connection with Mo Huang. And then potentially we could just pick up as much as we can get in the north. Take their capital, because that's a fort. Well, okay, this would look horrific. It would look horrific. And actually, okay, overextension isn't even an issue. The main issue here is physically how much land we can take. Okay, so how about if I chop away... How about if I chop away something like that? It's gonna end up being a bit snaky either way. What map is this? Middle-earth? No, it's not Middle-earth. It's a original setting called Anbanar. It's it exists only for, I guess currently it's only playable in EU4. They are making also mod versions for like Victoria and Crusader Kings. But basically it's a original setting made by just a group of guys. It's very much Earth inspired, I guess. Oh, you have heard of it. Okay, yeah. It's very much like Earth inspired. You have like the equivalents of Europe, which roughly geographically are it. You have like the equivalent of Africa, Asia, everything, right? Yeah. Okay, also give me that. Okay, this is... Watch me cut this country in half! That's what we're doing. We're chopping a country in half. It's a bit ugly, but... Well... It is what it is. So, get everyone out of there. Now we need to core it all up. Very nice. Get out of there, boys. Oh, wait. The Wuhyun people have been assimilated. 10% infantry combat ability? I didn't even know you existed. Huh? Who are you? Wuhyun. No, those are harpies. Who did I just take? Oh, here, Wuhyun Kintonen. They literally only have 3 provinces in the world? Okay, well that explains it. They only have 3 provinces in the world. How the hell? That sure is something interesting. I've never heard of them or even knew that they existed. Well, they did give us 10% infantry combat ability, which is fucking wild to just get out of the blue. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Okay. Was that Boland half off Oscar's, half off Emporium rules? No limit to his power. What you talking about? Oh no, wait. Oh no, I remember. Where from what was that? I do remember half off Oscars, half off Emporium rules. Yeah. What was that? Just a meme or a cartoon? Yeah, I am remembering something. That is awakening deep memories. I'm like Cyanide and Happiness. Right. It was Cyanide and Happiness. Yep. At first I forgot it, but then it returned to me. Then it dawned on me. Yes. Oh, what is this shit? Guvamud is calling us against... Only the Dragon Command! Why the hell do you need me? Well, then again, honestly... Do I give a single shit about Guvamud anymore? Well... They are allies with some people. I think they still are allied with Mo Huang. No, they're not. They're not allied with anyone except us. If we decline, we lose prestige and some Diplo rep. I think I will help them, simply not to lose all the prestige. Though, I think, like, why the hell do they need our help? They are fighting these poor little Dragon Command leftovers. Like, why do you need to call me in? Well, I guess we'll just not do anything. Okay, some separatists in the south. Sure, we can deal with them. I guess this army, which I moved over, we might as well use to fight rebels in the south. Oh, and that's literally all of the command's military, I think. Yep. Okay, so the spirits definitely did deal some damage to the command. They only have 120,000 troops, which, all things considered, isn't that great. And okay, yeah, the map is... the world map is starting to open up a bit. We now see a bunch more of the center. So yeah, I still don't know who these Neratica are. But hey, the Triarchy, I know these guys. They're cool. They're cool, and they are strong. Ooh, they have a lot of stuff. And a lot of technology. Well, they are a smart bunch, and looks like this time they have been formed by the goblins. So, the Triarchy is a colonial nation, which I guess it's not really it is colonial, but it's more like just a bunch of people emigrating, and they formed their own country, not less so a effort of another country, and they are a mixture of goblins, kobolds, and gnomes. So all the three races that are really smart. That's why they are the Triarchy. It might, I think one day it could be cool to do a playthrough as them. I think they are in a relatively chill area, as far as I'm aware, and they have some very nifty stuff going on. Yeah, I guess they even have discipline in their base ideas, and goods produced 20% simply in their ideas. That's wild. Yeah, good for them. They always seem to do good. Happy for them. Meanwhile, back here, so Elephant Command has been cut up. We don't have any claims on that. So, I guess now really we need Bim Lao. We need Bim Lao because that will complete the Forts of Bomdon mission. And then that will give us our next claims. Actually, which areas are these? Show me the area names. Nagowen, yep, that's right there. Himpat. Well, I guess it will just be claims in this area. So, okay. So we control all the land around the Prukakins, and we need all of their land. So, it's not a nice fight. It would be cool if we didn't have to deal with either of these. But, oh wait, can we? Oh yeah, we don't have claims on the Dahwi lands yet. Though honestly, I might just take these two provinces even if we don't have claims. They aren't developed at all. So if we take them now, we won't have to deal with the Dahwi for some time. So let's see. Can we co-belligerate them? That pulls Jiansang in. Okay, we'll just take those two provinces without co-belligerating anyone. And then I guess that will be a war. So let's get some armies into position, because I think we do it right now. Or we wait until we can fight the command. That will be quite soon. Well, I guess quite soon. That it will be 2 years still. It will be 2 years until we can fight the command. I doubt we will finish the war that quickly, but we definitely can. We definitely can do something against the Prukakins in that amount of time. You also head down south. You stay here or something. Okay, so it will be a bit annoying because I will have to go down and peace out Aravkelin and peace out Dahui, though I think we still have effectively open borders with Mo Huang, so we can just walk over and do it. Plus, do they have any forts? Where was it? Fort level. Okay, Aravkelin literally doesn't have a single fort. Dahui has very few forts. Okay, so that should be quite quick then. A rising star. We can get some... We can get a level 3 spy network advisor. What is our current advisory board? We have a trade efficiency one. Which honestly I would just like to replace with another trade efficiency advisor who's a bit cheaper. That would be good. So, well, we will pick them up. Maybe they'll come in handy if this advisor dies. We can get a cheap replacement in. Okay, well... Oh, what's this? Dahui is... No, Dahui, I'm about to fight you. I don't think I will give you open borders. Also, how are... What is Guvamud doing? Like... Is it... Do you really have that big of a problem fighting against the Dragon Command? Also, since I just saw that Gaved dropped us as a rival, what is our rival situation? I haven't looked at it. Okay, well, we are in a war. Our boop-de-doo. I guess we haven't rivaled Gaved, so at least they just decided to drop us. Cool. Cool beans. And, okay, you know what, let's just start this. I don't want to wait too long. We will use the Great Holy War, because that's very cool. And, go at them. Get the big siege armies in. We have to watch out a little bit. They do also have, like, 50,000 troops. Sponsored treasure hunters... Oh, you can... A derelict temple complex can be turned into a ruined temple complex. Yeah, we don't want that anymore, considering that the rending is going on. We don't want to risk damaging them. Oh yeah, FYI, Boland, the rending, which is mentioned in the title, it started last stream. This entire continent, which is Haley's, the equivalent of Asia, India. So ancient evil spirits are rising up across the entirety of it, and they are kind of tearing it all in pieces. So that's happening in the background. And we have to repair some temples. If we don't repair them, well, shit's gonna be bad. That's the... Whenever there is something popping up or something mentioning a rending, that's what it is. Okay, so are these temples still... Printing press gives benefits. Ah yes, print those books. Make those books. We are smart like that. Christ, what is this? Worse than the Dance Revolution spirits. Uh-oh. I do not know what that would be. Okay, and the command is indeed going for the elephant command. Very sad. Very sad. Oh, Christ, why is it okay? Why is it chugging so badly suddenly? Okay, yeah. Why is definitely feels like the game is. Okay, well maybe there's better. A divine herald invited to debate. The Revelayan Society are known to sometimes hold debates with those outside of the society, and now it seems Divine Herald Elizar has been invited to one such event. Many members of the court are also attending, and it has now become one of the most anticipated events of the season. Be warned, however, that participation in the event is mandatory. One must debate, not listen. Well, and I guess we already ahead of time we know that we didn't do the best. Well, those guys, they just wanted to pull us in there to look good themselves. The audacity. Also, I do wonder how many of those command troops... Oh shit, I forgot about our ships. Go back to harbor. Run away. The enemy navy is out and about. Honestly, weird that it took them that long to catch our few ships. Just doing their thing. Also, oh, I see... Oh yeah, I guess we do have quite a bit of devastation. But okay, usually our mandate is good. So... And I guess we got a lot of devastation and we lost quite a bit of prosperity from the Spirit Uprising. So... But a little bit of time will pass and we'll get over it. Okay, there goes Bimlau. That's the number one place that we need. Do you really have to pass through there? Do you want to take attrition? Okay, there are... I guess we should keep this army in a place where we can reinforce either of the two sieges. Hey, at least the first temple complex has been restored. After many years of hard and painstaking labor, our workers are finally finished. The temple complex of Durashideni has been restored to its former splendor and glory. And it's once again a true sight to behold. Okay, so this was up here. This is quite important. We'll let the month take over. Will that update? Will that update on the spirit map? Okay, yeah, so now all of this is safe. All of this is safe. Now we just need to repair the temple in Sardica. And that should be the entirety of Rachen basically safe. And then we can maybe even seal the spirit away. I think before it even has broken out. The Denbasana spirit I haven't even seen yet. And well, as I said that, now it will pop out in like next month or something. You know, I do wonder how much territory will we be able to take from Prukakin, because they are very, unlike the other ones which we have attacked, they are very highly developed. They are, well, I guess some provinces are just jungles, but at least everything in the south is like 20 or 30. So that's gonna be a little bit of something. Also, while I don't overly want to, I think we have to engage with their military. They are in an open grassland, so that should be a non-problematic fight. Jesus! I guess those are very good rolls, but I did not think that we would dominate that heavily. My lord, that was much more brutal than I anticipated. I guess send one of the armies around. Maybe we can catch them. I don't think they will be retreating too far. Oh, they're only retreating to this province, so yeah, we will just wipe them out entirely. Well, there goes all of that. And we can start laying siege to their capital. Okay, meanwhile over here the command is, as expected, waltzing all over the elephant command. I expect they will take this entire block. Most likely, at least. Oh yeah, also I actually pissed, I need to, why am I sitting around? I need to be sending some armies to deal with... Okay, I guess I need to send 2 armies to deal with either. Oh, you're right, you needed to be sieging these provinces from day 1. God, I'm forgetful. Okay, honestly, these 2 armies we will send south. And the Ravelianism religion has been founded. The Ravelian Society was originally a group of intellectuals looking to reason and empiricism to discover the true nature of the world. With their research into the God fragment decades ago, the Society eventually discovered what they claim as a fundamental truth in the world: that there is only one God, and that the precursor elves stole magic from them, nearly killing them in the process. Along with their revelations, they have made themselves indispensable to the masses, uplifting them and caring for them when nations across Canor have failed, and bringing hope to a populace that an omnipotent and caring God does exist, and they are good, which is a far cry from the dynastic squabbles and flawed personalities and beliefs of the Regent Court and Coronite faith. Adherents of this new faith call for their cousins to follow this new religion, and follow the whims of God, not the whims of kings. The Ravelian Society is no more, and in its place is the Ravelian Church. Okay, so every province with a society chapter will convert, which is a bit problematic, because I think we have 1 or 2. And then... every owned province with Ravelian Society Lodge will convert and be the seat of a Veridical. We don't need that. And yeah, basically, this is the point where you can choose to switch religions. You can become part of the Ravelian religion, which obviously we don't need. We are the Jadd. We need to eradicate them. So how many provinces did that convert? I think it's only here in the west. I guess yeah, this peninsula, everything had rebellion. Though we can just instantly convert it back. It is a bit of a pain in the ass because this is a incredibly expensive area to convert because these are all very high development provinces. And then I guess what else? Oh, actually Bussilar decided to pick it up as a state religion. They fully converted. And then the Rebellion state has also formed, because basically they spawn in and they are effectively the Pope. I guess they got a little chunk here. Well, sure. I guess time to stomp them out again. This will be ludicrously expensive. And for the next year we are paying... how much? I think like 100... this will be a total of like 100 missionary maintenance. Oh well, that's a bit of a pain. A bit of a pain, but nothing we can't deal with. Oh wait, Mo Huang, can we get military access? Ooh, we can! That's cool. Into Aravquellen we go. Need to piece them out, and then need to piece the... Ooh, the Dahui army has actually come over. They're taking a look. They do have a good general, which is surprising. I think for the longest time they didn't really have a general or anything. We can get the next diplomatic tech, which would be... new galleys. That would be very good. But I think we actually have some places where we can spend diplomatic power, so for now we'll keep that. Christ, Guvamud, you are a disgrace. I'm breaking that alliance as soon as we are out of this war. They are utterly useless. Okay, there goes the Prukakin capital. Now I guess we can split up a little bit. Siege down the last provinces. And then we will... I guess we have to send some armies through to Dahui. Oh, that's all the cores finishing which we took from the Elephant Command. Oh, and another temple complex has been repaired. We had a few of them going. So this is in Fangban, the center. Sure, that's cool. That's good and useful. We needed that. Which actually means since some of the temples are finishing, we can take a look. Can we... also, yeah, how much are we spending on missionaries? 94. Yep. Can we start repairing some more temples? We need to repair some more temples. Oh, we need to be right. We need to be at peace. I don't quite understand why you have to be at peace in order to start the repairs. And okay, there we go. The command pieced out the elephant command, and as expected, they took everything in this upper bit. So now we have a bit of a salient inside the command. Well, the next war will fix that up. And yeah, their military is still not fully recovered, which is good to see. And okay, the repaired locks and lifts. The craftsman we hired recently reported that the final boat lift is fully functional, completing the connection between the two branches of the Suran River. Our traders have already begun to exploit the new routes. A small warehouse district has been erected on the banks of the canals, which could perhaps grow into a major trade hub. Boulevard? Yeah, well, it still isn't much. It's trade steering 5% and local trade power 5%. Oh. And then, I think there were even more steps. Yeah, the next one is 1500. And I don't remember which one that was. Well, I think you make them bigger or something. Make them better. Make them bigger, make them better. Unregulated research? No, we're just going at our own pace. An expensive nap. Sure, we can help. We can divert the trade and whatnot. We do need to regain our hedonism. Currently, it's going, but it's a bit slow. The passive gain is not that impressive, really. Oh, why the hell did some of our ships return? Oh, I guess these are the ones that they automatically got repaired and went back into the sea. You numpties. Just go into harbor and don't peek out. It's dangerous outside. Oh, okay, and we took the Hour of Kulin capital. Can we just peace them? Can we peace them and actually break some alliances? That would be very cool. Okay, we can break the alliance with Prukakin, which is, I think, currently the only one that matters. Goodbye. Which means we can get these armies out. Okay, and then, I wonder, how much will we be able to take from the Prukakin? So we need Bimlau, definitely, and the rest is sort of... I think we don't specifically need any of the rest, we simply have claims on it, and at some point we will need all of it. So, I guess I do want to pick up a fort. Then again, I guess picking up the coastline would be the best thing. Because where are... Okay, here in the south, actually, they have two trading... Okay, no, that's a permanent trading post. Oh, but that's already in this trade node. Where we somehow... How the hell do we have 50 trade power here? Wait, what? We don't control any of the land here. Well, basically none of the land, at least. How the hell do we have 50... Her? What? Excuse me? This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Occupation? I don't know. Well, weird. Either way, I guess taking that province would be good because it has the trade place. This is a trade place plus a city. Another fort. I'll say I feel it feels nice picking up all the forts, if nothing else. So then we could yoink these two provinces, pick up this. Oh, we could overextend, but we could take literally all of Prukakin. I guess it's not all, because they have colonized. They actually have colonized some islands out here, so we wouldn't be wiping them out, but we would be removing them from the mainland. Which, honestly, I think we can deal with some overextension. I think we can beat up some rebels. I might... Because otherwise we would have to leave something. And then that's a lengthy peace deal. Actually, that is only 12 years. I would expect more. But I guess we can take something like such. And I guess we will also be picking up these two provinces, but that doesn't amount to a whole lot. And okay, finally, the Guvamud took the only province that really matters. They took Balrajin, they took Balriza. So any moment they should peace them out, hopefully. Okay, truce with the command has ended. Yup. And we will be... at least I want to attack them very quickly. Yep, there's the peace with the dragon command. Okay, Guvamud took everything that they had borders on. Sure, congratulations. They owe us one favor. Admittedly, I can give them that favor back because we literally didn't do anything. We literally didn't do anything, but, you know, sure. Now, also, I think we can cancel military access with Mo Huang. Don't need that anymore. All of you, stop asking for access. Is this in Sarhal again? Or where the hell? I assume it's for Sarhal. Ooh, so is there some big Imperial war going on? Okay, yeah, there is a sort of Imperial war currently. What is this? Just a conquest. So Wex is conquering Sugembar, and that has pulled in a bunch of people. I do think Sugembar is very much gonna be on the losing side of that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna go good for them. Shame, truly a shame. Honestly, it would be good if someone weakened the Imperial core. They do have a few very strong nations, and we will have to go up against them at some point. It would be good if the Empire had some issues. Like it hasn't really gained Imperial authority in quite a while, but they haven't fallen apart either. So it's... yeah. It's fine. Could hope for a little bit more. Also, could hope that we take this fortress without too much hassle. Well, we indeed did. But the Dach, we are still... God damn, you really don't want to surrender, huh? Well, go take their capital. Go take their capital, and someone come up here, deal with this little incursion. Goblin refugees, welcome, welcome. We'll take some manpower, actually. Okay, so I do imagine taking the Dahui capital should be enough to push them out. And Wangheim is offering knowledge sharing. Honestly, I'm not too interested to pay 50 crowns a month for knowledge. No thanks. It's easy enough to get manufactories. It's easy enough. Okay, I wasn't overly... Okay, I don't know... Oh, that's purely artillery. Well, that explains why this little Dahui army got absolutely obliterated. It was only artillery. They did what I usually do. They did what I usually do. And, ooh! Mo Huang is getting attacked by the command. This is just about perfect. Because that means the command is stuck in a decently big war. Like, okay, we beat up Mo Huang, so they're not in the best of states, but it is a big country, and if nothing else, it will take the command some time to chew through them. Like, they have a few forts, and actually all those forts are level 4. Okay, maybe it won't take them that long. But either way, it's another front. It's something that the command has to deal with, and we can definitely benefit from it. And also, okay, yeah, let's see about this piece. So, I would also love to take these 2 provinces. Okay, they are willing to give it to us. We will overextend. We can take money. We will overextend, but honestly, we'll just kill off the rebels, and that will be it. Yeah. Or, I could start a war with the command now, and when we take a shit ton of land from the command, we will go to, like, I don't know, 200, 300 overextension. And that is when we could pop... We could pop the Triumph of the Sun. Yeah, possibly. That could be a worthwhile endeavor. We do have a lot of claims on the command, so... Though... I have a feeling we might get the Call of Peace relatively soon, so maybe it won't work out. But I don't think it matters too much. Okay, yeah, get out of... let's get the army out of the Dahui lands, at least get them back. Get them back to our main territory. What is the separatist situation like? Not that bad, all things considered. Okay. Get the army ready. Right, I forgot we still have a 31k stack over here. I think I left them for rebel purposes. Doesn't look like that's gonna be necessary. So... This does mean we will lag a bit behind as far as repairing temples goes, but I don't think that's a priority currently. I think the current priority is going and absolutely massacring the command. Which, not gonna lie, sounds good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. Also, I think we can recruit another army. I think we can recruit another stack. We have the money for it. Just go roughly around here. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be another stack. We have the manpower for it, we have the money for it, and we have the capacity for it. Because yeah, honestly, we are running at force limit basically. So at least might as well fill it out. Also, how long until the next debate? And actually, yeah, the next debate is already on the in 1660, so that is in 4 years' time, which isn't even that long. So even if we do dry up our manpower again, we will pretty soon be getting it back. And yeah, also, I guess this is the time when we can check the Command's army. Okay, yeah, they are running 75 mercenaries, which means half of their army is mercenaries. That is quite honestly terrible. That's absolutely terrible for them. So yeah, I guess TLDR is they just haven't recovered from the previous war we had with them. They have sort of kept up the fighting, but they definitely haven't recovered. At least it can't be called a full recovery. Compared to all the previous instances where they basically got back up to full fighting strength, this time around they're still very much unprepared. Yeah, get these armies to the front lines somewhere. Heathens in high places. What is this? Oh yeah, I guess our admin advisor. I guess, yeah, like, our admin advisor is incredibly cheap. But they are a hobgoblin, and they do follow the God-lost religion, and people don't like that. And I think I don't think we give a fuck about that. We do not bow to the demands of petty dilettantes. Piss off. He's a smart... Honestly, Hockey is a very smart man, much smarter than most of you. So shut up and let him work. Hello, Specs Marina, and how many nations follow the Jadd? A few. I guess I haven't really done anything about it. I usually don't convert anyone, but funnily enough, a few have decided to convert on their own. The Elephant Command at some point picked it up. I also, we do have a little tributary here, the Greedy Grin. They decided to pick it up. I do remember there was also the Troll Nation in here. What was it called? The Greishud. They converted to the Jadd. Sadly, they did get wiped out. I did want to maybe save them, but kind of didn't get around to it. And I think then maybe... I guess we did just have that event. I think there are a few random provinces that also... I guess a few nations here and there, but I don't quite remember where they were at. I think, what was it? Oh yeah, I guess Pearl's Edge, for whatever reason. I don't really see why they would convert, but they did. So... That's oh yeah, also the Great Storm, because I think the Great Storm was friendly with us for some time. Well, I guess they still see us as friendly. So they converted, though I guess they have been almost wiped out. Yeah, reduced to basically nothing. So mostly, I guess, a few little nations here and there that I guess have felt threatened by us. So they converted in hopes to, I don't know, I guess keep us at bay. Or something. Most of them I didn't really care about, so I let them be. The Elephant Command, well, let's just say, not impressive enough to keep me away. And okay, we are about to be full of Diplo. I guess we can pick up Diplo Tech. Sure. Also, we can get admin tech, which has the furnaces, but if I remember correctly, we can't make use of the furnaces anyways. Where were where were the coal provinces? I remember we had some provinces that have latent coal. Was there a way to look at it? I have forgotten at this point. I guess maybe I can just look manually. So coal. Yeah, coal is only enabled when enlightenment is present or if you have embraced enlightenment. And I guess we don't really have a point in getting furnaces until then. Which, where is enlightenment? Well, yeah, we are only barely getting into manufactories. Enlightenment is still quite a ways away. So honestly, we will sit on the admin tech for a bit. No need to overly rush it. And hello, time's ticking. I'm prepping a big one. Let's say that much. I'm prepping a big one. We currently have finished a war, but I'm letting it cook, letting it sit for a while, because I'm thinking we could pick up the command, rack up like 300 overextension, and then do one of the funny missions. Do one of the funny Jadd missions. Okay, we are full of leaders, so you will just have to be leaderless. Go to the front and I guess wait for assistance. And yeah, also currently the command is attacking Mo Huang. They won't hold out for long, but they are taking the command's attention. Plus, the command is much weaker. They only have 150k men, plus half of that is mercenaries. So actually, the command is still in tatters. They only have like 80,000 of their own men. Which should mean we will... like, I expect they will still fight back once or twice. But honestly, I don't think they will be too much trouble. And I guess, how are their buddies doing? Jakuma is basically nothing, and the Jade March is... okay, the Jade March is walking around with the usual 90k, but that's toilet paper. So yeah. And actually, before we get into this war, because it's gonna be a bit of a big one, I will quickly run to the bathroom, stuff and such, and then be back in a minute, and we're gonna get into this. Beating up the command once again, and properly this time. Alright, back to it. So, I guess, yeah, not much to this conflict. Let's just get in there. And my main plan is, I guess, as always, especially now that the command is busy fighting in the east, we rush in the west, capture the few core cities that are available, plus their capital again, hopefully give them a debuff, and then we swoop into the eastern parts. That's the main plan in all of this. So, how many sieges can we mobilize? Just get in about everywhere. You get in on that. Oh, and actually, we could cut through to their capital right away. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will. I think we will. Because I don't want to spread myself too thin. Leave some of the armies in at least assistance distance where they can help each other if the command does start approaching. Oh yeah, also better, where is our magic? Better cast some war magic. Yeah, shame. We're still crawling towards Evocation Legendary. I guess we are a bit over halfway. The events have been a bit sparse. The events have been a bit sparse recently, feels like. We'll do war magic. Okay. Because even though the command is weakened, it still is the command. I don't wanna get overly self-sure. Let's just make sure we have basically all the advantages we can reasonably get. Okay, is the... okay, they are. Yeah, okay, Dahui, I guess Dahui is gonna unsiege the provinces that we captured from them, but we can take that again later. Shouldn't be much of an issue. Private contractors. Either we get a little bit of corruption or we lose 2.5 army professionalism. Well, considering that corruption has literally not been a problem in I think the last 100 years, we will take some corruption. Always a good idea to barrage their capital fort. No, I don't really see the point. I don't really see the point. We have plenty of forts to deal with to begin. So, like, making it a bit quicker on one of them, does that change it that much for us? I think if the situation was a bit hairier, and I was actually expecting a big fight, maybe. But as it stands, I think we can cut through them quite reliably without much trouble of any sort. That's like, how expensive? Like, 50 military per... I don't know, the 50 for the barrage. And okay, what? They're deciding... Isn't that their entire... What, are they deciding to just abandon Mao Huang and fight us entirely? You cheeky boogers. My nightmares of 80,000 command stacks coming out of the blue. Well, but you see, this is why I know where they are, and they don't have that. Okay, they have recruited. Okay, that's more mercs, right? Because they literally don't have... Okay, they have bought more mercs. 111 mercs. Merking it up. They are merking it up. Which does mean we have to be a tad careful. Some of those mercs might come come hollering. Mostly afraid for these armies, they might get jumped. Well, the command also, they still do have to deal with Mao Huang, like they can't just entirely ignore that. And okay, they are walking around. Would be very nice if some of these sieges finished a bit more quickly. Okay, this one at least is done. I am inclined to try and send some reinforcements. But then again, will they just overwhelm us either way? Also, are these actual armies or are these mercenaries? So those are mercenaries, this is an actual army. No, that's... I guess an actual army, but that is mostly just infantry. That is mostly just artillery. Those are mercenaries. So, again, like, only 1/3 of everything that we see is actually legitimate command military. The most of it is just random mercs. And okay, we did take their capital. No event though, seemingly. Well, maybe at the end of the month. Admittedly, their capital HQ did get burned down relatively recently. It did get burned down relatively recently, so I guess maybe it hasn't, like, replenished or something. Could be. And okay, it would be nice if we could take... Oh no, those are just farmlands. Shame. Would be nice if we could catch them on, like, a actual positive... on a province where we get some bonuses. Well, they are all over the place. Let's just jump it. Get in there. Okay, the Dahui retook their capital, but that's no biggie. We'll get to you in time. Also, how are things over there? Cooking. Yep, those numbers speak for themselves. It still is the command, but... Oh, that was almost entirely infantry. Well, that explains it. That was almost entirely infantry. And there goes, like, 30k or something. Okay, so who do we catch next? Let's see if we could just rock up onto one of these stacks. Where is which army got wounded the most? I guess you can fall back, maybe. Everyone else stay on the push. Oh, and we can actually catch someone. We can catch the artillery stack. What's this? March of Hideous Sorrows. In our relentless pursuit of success on this plane, it appears we have incurred damage to our Kartaya, as a devastating plague of monstrous entities has descended upon our lands. These abominations manifest in a myriad of horrifying forms and sizes, ranging from grotesque, diminutive grey creatures to humans and Harimari, twisted and disfigured to the point of almost being unrecognizable. These beings now parade through our nation in a nightmarish procession, instilling terror in the populace, who have come to believe that we are cursed. Okay, it gives us 2 national unrest. For 20 years... The only saving grace is that we have so many unrest reductions and so much tolerance of the true faith that these unrest increases aren't exactly as catastrophic, but it definitely doesn't help. Okay, and I think that's a artillery stack wiped out. The Spirit Domain temples are destroyed. The Rending, well, as the title says, the Rending has very much started. That was at the end of, basically yesterday. Yesterday, during the session, the Rending started in full force. I have repaired everything that is in our western parts of Rachen. I guess where are the... So here, I guess almost everything. We are repairing the temple in Sardica. That has been entirely destroyed, so that's going to take a little while to repair. Everything here in the west is chill. I have repaired some temples along the river, though that did get wrecked by Karunyana. Did get flooded and whatnot. I guess the others I haven't been affected by yet that much. I am trying to repair the temples where we can, but it is a bit of a shame that you can only start repairing them when you are at peace. And currently we have not been at peace for a good few years, hence haven't really started repairing anymore. Okay, that's a hill. Wait, Sirtani raiders are mercs. Those are mercs. A lot of those are just mercenaries. Let's split up a little bit. Oh, nice. Took this one. I guess we could work on somewhat cutting them in half. That could be something. But then again, I'll say not with a 3 siege general. I want someone with 4 or 5 to get on the job. Also, I think we have to head north. Looks like they are pulling their main army around to their capital. Four, 3. Okay, so you have to be put on a siege somewhere. Oh, what was that pop-up? Oh, how I love it when something pops up just as I press a button. So if only... if only I knew what that was. I guess it was something where we lost prestige. Sure. Good to know. This game. Well, any game really. Any game where the pop-ups happen in the middle of the screen. Okay, yeah, they have sent troops around to their capital. Hopefully this army will finish up the siege. We'll send around 2 more. And then they should be able to counterattack. Or I guess stop the relief. Well, I guess maybe they will retake their capital, but then we'll retake it just back again. That's how it works. They take it, we take it. We take it, they take it. Plus, I think, again, the majority of... Oh, and they get a disease outbreak. Fantastic. Nice, another city so they can swing around. Okay, that's the Jade March. If only they were threatening, like, at all. Because they're not. It's the Jade March. They are very much the opposite of threatening. Okay, they didn't take it, so in this siege phase we can rock in. So what is that? That's local adventurers for the front line, and then I guess they have artillery for the back line. Honestly, quite good using mercs for the front and then having their own artillery. I guess all things considered, the AI is doing something, as it should, I guess. But ooh, those numbers. Those numbers. They just got entirely wiped out. Huh. I did not expect that to go so well. Okay, so you just step aside. Someone I guess we should retake. Take the northern fort. Plug it. Plug the hole. One merc stack unavailable. Yep. Well, as I said, they are getting, like, look at this, 120 already. What are the casualties looking like? So, attrition, obviously that's bad for us, but... So we have taken 10k combat losses, and they have taken... 80k combat losses. That's actually wild. And for a rare occasion, that's not being inflated by the Jade March. We've not killed anything from the Jade March yet. Those are all legitimate command casualties. Which is absolutely horrific for them. It's wonderful for us. Oh, disease outbreak. Honestly, some of these troops I will start splitting. I should be doing more army splitting. And I keep saying that, but really I'm just afraid that if I split my armies up too much, they will get sniped somewhere or another. Okay, fertile, research. I don't want to pay so much money for 100 magic experience. At least not currently. We still have big projects that need construction. And okay, this is a city taken. Honestly, on this side, maybe we can do... Maybe we can do some mega splits. Just take everything. I'm relatively sure about these parts being safe, I guess, unless goblins rock up from the mountains. Oh shit, well, I say these parts are safe and then they're not safe. Well, at least it is only a few stray regiments. And nothing more. God, almost shit myself. Why they be like that? Well, where are they? Okay, so the Jade March is occupied doing Mo Huang's stuff. And then I guess the command is split. Yeah. Well, that's just perfect. That is just perfect. We will meanwhile occupy the entirety of their western and central territories. Okay, some peace treaties are being... Actually, how is our... Okay, war exhaustion is very minimal. Yeah, the optimism and defender of the faith are carrying hard. Meddlesome advisor. Jaharian. Okay, the Jaharian exemplars are still alive. I'm pretty sure that the Jaharian exemplars should be dead at this point. They own a single island. They own a single 6 development island. Yeah, they're not... They're not even the Jadd anymore. They have embraced the Taikendi hero cult. I don't care about... They have betrayed their homeland. They're worse than dirt. Don't talk to me about them. They're a disgrace. Oh, those are some mercs. If we take that fort, we could very easily wipe them out. Okay, and... Okay, those are also mercenaries. We could... Honestly, we can send something down and wipe them out. Yeah, the treaties, they aren't used. And okay, we have actually capped out on admin, so might as well pick up admin tech. And hello, Walther. How you doing? We're in the middle of another war with the command, though this one is... Well, they are a shell of their former self, let's put it like that. So it's going quite swimmingly. I guess we can take something here, get these troops back. Oh, our agent was discovered. Well, admittedly, we have already done most of the sieging. More orcs. Sure, welcome in. We'll pick up some manpower, though. So you've got a commanding lead. Yes, we could indeed say, Walter, that we have a commanding lead. Does that work? Does that make sense? I guess I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But yeah, basically they are just they have a whole lot of mercenaries, and those mercenaries melt whenever we touch them. And, well, yeah, they make up the majority of their army. Hence, we just... Yeah, it's not too much of a problem whenever we actually do fight them. You're not here to make sense, you're here to win wars for the glorious Jadd Empire. This is why you're the one. You get it, Walther, you get it. Honestly, understanding things, that's overrated. Just believe in Surael and believe in the process. Trust the process. That's all that really matters. Okay, this has been taken, so now we can just... run over this mercenary stack. They don't even have a general. Wipe out some little command forces just sitting idly on the side. Meanwhile, could we please catch these guys? I haven't been paying as much attention as I should. It would be nice if we could catch them. Okay, meanwhile, all of you get into these provinces. And then all of you... Oh, they are escaping. Oh, they do have a tunnel entry point there. Okay, so where is our main siege? Filinar, this is you. I guess go and start sieging some of the Ashjakuman forts as well. Why not? Okay, we could... Oh, but that would be a mountain pass fight. I'm not sure if I want to take a mountain pass. Mountain pass plus a river. And yeah, it is only the Jade March and a bunch of mercenaries, but I'm still not... Oh, Jade March mercenaries. That would be one hell of a battle. But I don't think it's a necessary one. I don't think it's a necessary one. Okay, we should reunify this army. Actually, this army we could shove in and take the Jade Mines, maybe. How the Jade Mines are level 4. Oh, they are upgrading themselves. Well, okay, I will let them upgrade. I will let them upgrade. Meanwhile, keep spreading more troops in. Oh, well, that's a lot of magic studies in very quick succession. Okay. You are just a fight man. You two can come down here. Where is this Dahui force going? You think you're being funny or something? Do you think you're being comedians? Having a laugh. Okay, well, what else do we have? So, this is all almost taken over at this point, so I guess we have to start moving east, like, properly. Start capturing all the forts that we come across. How much siege do you have? Only 2. Just do your business. What's this? The Order of Sant Aldresi. What are they? Oh, this is just rebellion stuff, right? Okay, yeah, this is just rebellion stuff. Okay, go take that over. What is getting sieged? It is a bit of a shame that we only have 50% war. I guess because, well, the command is a big nation. If we want to get good war score, we have to take a lot of land. Also, oh shit, we actually only have 60,000 manpower. I guess the, well, attrition is eating us. Attrition is slowly eating away. Which, let's just see, how much could we, in theory, take? From what I remember, for our missions, we need this coastline. Where is it? But obviously we're going to be taking much more than just that. So where was it? This. Okay, so yeah, the coastline plus that one dinky province. Okay, and claim-wise we have these parts. I guess mostly I'm inclined to pick up this cut-in, which we didn't get from the Elephant Command. So we take those provinces, we take the fort, because it's right here, then might as well take the adjacent province. Honestly, picking up a lot of forts is also something I like doing. Just get the forts, it makes it that much easier to hold whatever we take. And then pick up the territory in between here. Okay, so we can currently get 70 overextension worth of land. Honestly, okay, considering that I am aiming to go as much overextension as possible in this war, I guess I do want to take 100. I do want this to be a 100 war score piece. Or, well, I guess a 100 piece value kind of deal. So, sure, we will carry on. I guess we have to maybe send some armies south to beat them. Because also, while manpower is slowly running low, we do have only 2 more years until the next exemplary vote. So we can again replenish with... we can again just use the draft to replenish our forces. So that should be perfect. And goddamn, the magic studying is really just popping every 5 minutes. Let's send you all the way south. Okay, also at some point we do have to recapture the Dahui capital. Oh, I guess maybe I don't even need their capital, we just need to retake this one province. Because I do need to piece them out roughly at the same time. Doesn't have to be exactly on the same, but would be good if it was. Valor Point Passage, yeah. Let's send you south. You can start capturing some of the random provinces. Oh, the Jade March is coming along. Where are you walking? I have 2 armies on the way. Honestly, we do have 2 armies on the way. We could just catch them and deal with them. Okay, that is just a bunch of artillery show. Okay, they don't have a front line. Once again, they only have artillery, which I'm not gonna lie, it's... Ah, but okay, this is... well, okay, again, I don't quite want to jump 90k, even if it is only goblins. It's a lot of goblins. And you know, there is a quality... Quantity is a quality of its own, as they say. So, I'm just gonna be a tad bit careful about that. Also, just to make sure I haven't forgotten any armies anywhere, because once again I will look at some corner somewhere and there will be like a 30k stack just sitting, vibing. I guess doesn't look like it. We have 4 sieges going on simultaneously, that's good to see. Oh, we do have a revolt. Okay, that is within a fort's range. We can ignore that for a little bit. And okay, you know what? Let's catch them. Let's catch them. Whatever we get in here. We have enough armies around now. Okay, so we caught 60k. Some casualties will be taken, but as soon as it's... Oh god, okay, we caught 60k and we wiped out 60k. Yeah, and we took 6,000 casualties. Okay, we have racked up some casualties, that's not to be ignored, but boy, I think a lot of that was goblins, but there was also a non-zero amount of actual command soldiers in there, so that's very juicy. Okay, more magic studies. And Goved has declared the Northern League. I think this just means that they... Oh yeah, they actually changed their name. Yeah, the Northern League. Did that... Yeah, they get special factions and everything. I haven't played Goved ever. Which maybe they would be interesting. Considering that I guess they are somewhat like the equivalent of Russia, from what I understand, though not quite as quantity over quality. They do have some quality, if I remember right. Yeah, the sieges are just all the defensive bonuses that the command has. Ugh, Christ. Plus now, we are going mostly into hills and even some mountains, I think. So that doesn't help with the siege times. Where are they? Oh, the Prukakins have returned to try and help their home. And ooh, we can get a government reform. Which one? And we can convert something, sure. Government reforms. Government is fun. Dismantling Empire is key. Well, yeah, I would assume that if you're playing literally anyone around the Empire, then dismantling the Empire is key, isn't it? Well, I guess unless you wanna get in there and become the Emperor yourself. But okay, so legitimation of power. So, from what I remember... yeah, from what I remember, the only one that really interested me here was the balance of power, which reduces unrest, and years of separatism go down even more. And also less influence for all the states, which at this point in the game is, I would say, what we want from them. We have taken away all the privileges, they just kind of exist. And we are building that crownland up. Oh yeah, okay, we actually have gone above. We actually have gone above in absolutism, so that's cool. So yeah, I guess... Also, pretty good that we can pick it up now, because we will be taking a lot of land, and the -5 separatism will already apply to it. So, yeah. Absolute rule of a single monarch is as detrimental to the state as letting the masses rule over themselves. The power of the monarch should not be subject to any faction within the state, though to some extent limited by institutions to maintain a balance of power between ruler and the people. Yeah, that sounds good. The people like that. Also, I have been thinking... maybe at some point it would be worth it to switch away from mage shields. Specifically... was there something that reduced attrition? I'm thinking now. I guess environmental protection charms reduced land attrition by 15%. Which isn't a lot. But I guess if we... oh yeah, because also there are war games. War games would also be potentially interesting. I'm just mostly been thinking because, like, we don't need the fort defense anymore. We have very much gone offensive in the recent wars. And, well, attrition is a big old pain. More than just a bit of a pain in the ass. It's actually very substantial. Actually, it's funny that our losses are basically equivalent to the losses of the command, except ours are entirely attrition-based, theirs are entirely fighting-based. Oh shit, and why are there... of course I have to deal with the command's particularists. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fucking fun? Get this army out, it's too wounded. Just stop in this province. Oh my god, those particularists absolutely wrecked the front line in this army. Why did I have to deal with that? Also, oh my god, look, what are these defense modifiers? Ah! What is this? Piece of shit, why did they go defensive? Why is the command so defensive? Yeah. Very fun, very entertaining, totally doesn't make me scream. Also, we can get, yeah, a better trade advisor. You are cheaper. Let's promote you up. Oh, God. And of course they're running away. Instantly. Damn Prukakins. Okay, I guess I have to start... I don't know. I guess my plan is we should carve out a path through the middle of these leftover command territories. Maybe like these two forts. We could take those two and then get into the Dahwi territories and maybe call it quits at that point. Though, if we pull through until the draft, we could also just continue. Mostly just that the attrition is starting to bite me in the ass a bit more than I would want it to. What are you looking at? Adventurers will be adventurers. Funny that I say that, because honestly we don't even have many, we don't even use adventurers. At least army-wise. Pleasure barge is on the move again. Something got absolutely wrecked again. Please, could one of you move through and not sit there? Ooh, a god falters. Huh. Oh wait, is this okay, this is again, this is just the goddamn eclipse. Okay, obviously we will pay 250 crowns to get 50 admin. Yes, thank you. Every time that big pop-up appears, I get scared, but then I remember that it's just a repeating thing. Literally just a repeatable. Oh god, finally. This siege took a year. How is that actually possible? We had a level 5. Well, okay, doesn't matter. Send. You go south. We need to make a path to Dahui. Meanwhile, someone has to clean up this a little bit. Looks like they are trying to retake the north, as if I will let you. As if I will let you do that. Wait, there isn't... Oh, this province is in an awkward spot. Sit here. Oh, looks like... Okay, finally the command finished their war with Mo Huang. Looks like they didn't take a lot. Ow, it's hella annoying that they did take these provinces. Okay, that is incredibly annoying. It will be blocking our path. Command, I hate you. Well, I guess I will be able to peace out Prukakin and Dahui first. We will take these two provinces, which will mean that we will have a land connection. So I will just... Even though we don't have claims, I don't think... Yeah, the development here is nothing. So we will pick those up. Okay, so that will change things a little bit when we get to the actual peace deal. Okay, yeah, this siege also took a year. They're juicy like that. Okay, both of you stop sieging. We are gonna run over some goblins. Meep, meep. The pain train is coming. We only have 5,000 manpower. Jeez, that's bad. I didn't notice. Well, they will soon have no manpower. So... Well, not even manpower. They just won't have any men, period. So... I think we don't have to worry about it too much. Yep, and we are dry. Okay, I guess it is still a year until the It is still a year until we can get the exemplary vote. So I guess we are in a state where, yeah, we can't really keep fighting too much. Especially because I assume now we will be the ones who won't have a front line, really. Okay, also interesting that they didn't get wiped out. Loved learning about EU4 and this world. Well, I guess if you say you still learn something from all the random stuff that I do, again, every time I just feel like, well, yeah, I don't know, doing a bunch of stuff here and there. Had not heard about Anbana. Well, I would assume, like, if you don't play the mod, how would you really know about Anbanar? It is a very specific thing, after all. So yeah. And okay, actually, we have the command at 80. Let's see. Maybe we'll read. I guess. It would be nice if we could get 1 or 2 of these forts before we piece them out. Alternatively, we have 80 war score, which I think will have to be good enough. At least I have to piece them out before the rebels take either of these cities. Also, before the Prokakinese retake their stuff. Also, oh shit, I guess I should occupy some of those provinces. Okay, all of you move south. We need to take some land. We need to finish cleaning up. It's soon enough. We need to be out of this entire endeavor. Something better than supply shortages would be much appreciated. Oh, could you not stack? Yeah, water. Okay, they listened. The siege armies evidently listened. Water shortages are very much better than supply shortages. Yep, I'll give you that. Also, could you, for the love of God, stop doing what you're doing? Okay, nice. One of the forts surrendered, and the other also. Okay, that's absolutely excellent. That gives us a few more war score points to work with. Now we have to retake the. And actually, can we piece them out? Okay, we can. Okay, I guess we can. Though then again, no. I do wanna make sure that we take all of these provinces. Because I wanna do the peace deals on the same day at the same time. So let's get in there, get out of their land. Yeah, it was a bit more messy, and the war stretched out for longer than I maybe had hoped for. But all things considered, I'm still very happy. We will get a shit ton out of this fighting. Now we will need to recover for a bit. Though I guess once the draft rolls around, we'll be fine enough. Plus a few months of just natural manpower recovery. And we should be golden. Take the mountain pass, and we'll be doing everything. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Someone wants privileges. Sure, give some to the Shibari. We can lose some admin. Okay, now, time for two big wars. First off, this one. We take all of Prukakin and these two provinces from the Dahui. That's perfect, plus some money. That's 120 overextension. Boom. Then it's time for the command to go. So now I want these territories, because otherwise they're gonna cause problems later on with missions. It is a bit of a shame picking them up now, even though we don't have claims there, but, well, the command wanted to be annoying like that. And then, I guess where are the claims? Up to the river, I guess up to the river here is what we can nicely pick up. Okay, that's quite a lot. That is quite a lot. I guess there is one more fortress. I guess we can pick up one more fortress. And then just everything around it. And then we can go up the river, I guess. Wait, how high does it go? Okay, not quite that fort. Should I just pick up along here? Can we take... Okay, we can take precisely everything that we have a claim on. We can take every single province that we have a claim on. It's exactly a 100 peace offer. Perfect. It will... Okay, and that will be 140. So what? We'll have almost 300 overextension. Nice. You don't say that often. And yeah, no money, but honestly, we are fine enough on money. Boom. Yeah, honestly, such a shame seeing at the end that the casualties were basically the same. But I do take pride in the fact, just knowing that we performed so much better in battle. Honestly, I will screenshot this for later. Might show some friends. I guess, yeah, no. Well, it does highlight, though, that attrition is something that cannot be underestimated too much. Okay, that's that. Close you. We got 200 power projection. Well, I think we're not... Oh no, it caps out at 100. It caps out at 100. Shame. We could have gotten, like... I think... I guess, yeah, power projection won't really be a problem until the end of the game. Basically. Fine. Cool. Damn, we are kind of thick suddenly. Suddenly we're kind of thick. And the command is very sad. Okay, well, admittedly, we're not super happy either. Our manpower is a bit in shambles. And there are some peasants besieging Bimlao. And we do need to click some buttons, otherwise we will implode. Because we do have a juicy 260 overextension. Now, where is that button? Where is the big button? The triumph of the sun. I think the sun's jubilation I remember being a bit lackluster. I think this very much can be called triumphant. If our previous celebration had the beauty and novelty of the rising sun, our next shall reflect all the splendor and glory of the sun at noon. Every corner of the realm, from the sands walked by Jadar centuries ago to the newest expansions of our borders, shall know months of feasting, entertainment, and wonder. Let every soldier lay down their arms, let every laborer lay down their burden. Whatever our surreal given purpose is in life, right now, it is to celebrate. I do like a big party. Okay, and then how much will it cost to core all of this? 300. Haven't spent so much admin on coring in quite a while. But all things considered, it's basically nothing. And also, what is this? We can't... I guess Bim Lao is currently still fighting. We'll deal with that in a second. Several peoples got included. Okay, so we get the grand opening of the Triumph of the Sun. It begins at noon. Everywhere, the glaring sun overhead is a symbol of Surreal's strength. In the Genkadan Hills, where every far-flung member of every family has gathered for feasts and celebration, it is the most esteemed guest of all. In the Salahad, it beats down fiercely on the stream of pilgrims on their way to the Mountain of Clear Sight or the great temple of Askajad. And though the heat is scorching, the worshippers know the heat is a reminder that Surreal accompanies them on their journey. Just north of Jadanzar, revelers surround Lake Nazah, basking in the light as they swim from the celebrations on shore to those aboard the pleasure barges nearby. Everywhere there is triumph, and everywhere it is the triumph of the sun. So it's... okay, it's once again the same bonuses. Oh, I guess these are a bit bigger. The overextension impact, I think previously was reduced by 25%. Now it's 35%. We also get monthly war exhaustion reduction, 15% manpower recovery. That's very much going to be useful currently. And I think the rest is very much the same. Okay, so we need to deal with these peasants who are left over from Prukakin. Oh yeah, also we need to send our ships back to the sea. Continue protecting trade. Sure, go to Kigas. Okay. Oh, we're no longer trading in cotton. Goddamn, won't get those settlers. We totally are colonizing. Oh, another blessing from the Grandmother Spirit. One more manpower. Thank you. Thank you very much. And increase of Centaur tolerance. Nice to start working on that, even though it's only a little bit. The families left behind. The recent war took a heavy toll on our people. Many were called, few returned. The families of nobles and commoners alike toiled as they waited for soldiers to return home. But the war ended, and they never did. Now the toiling continues, many being so preoccupied with the work to make up for the lost pair of hands that they barely have time to grieve. One of the ones who have time to think, many are increasingly thinking that we have been throwing away lives too carelessly. Nothing is thrown away carelessly in the pursuit of Surreal's greatness, don't you understand? But sure, we can lower taxes. I think we can lower taxes. Donations to the temples. The jubilation that has overtaken has brought with it a reminder. Meaning is found not in the pursuit of coin, but in pursuing Surreal's purpose. This fact, along with the vast decrease of household expenses that accompanies the constant state-sponsored banqueting, has led to many in the Empire deciding to donate a hefty portion of their purses to their local temple. That's 2,000 crowns. Thank you, good people. They truly know what's what. And okay, separatist sentiment, that can sit in the corner. Yes, we did already lose the benefit from trading in cotton. Why did we lose it again? Sadistic tendencies. Huh? Oh, I guess, while coming back from the newest military campaign, yeah, Elazar the First was personally approached by the Ketarch. The Ketarch applauded his violent performance on the battlefield, depicting it as a masterful performance of magic, blood, and carnage that he hasn't seen in a while. Wait, what? Or, watch this. 20 military power for 3 hedonism. Sure, we'll make some fireworks. We'll make some fireworks. Okay, that's the peasants dealt with. I guess go down here and stand guard. Well, okay. I'm going to start converting places. There's going to be a lot of conversions to do. Well, so yeah, now we mostly just chill a bit. Basically. Oh, wait, no, not religion, no. Cancel that. Core it instead. Because actually, how long will these cores take? Only around a year. I guess because our admin efficiency is so good, not only does it reduce cost, it also reduces time, which it takes to core places. So that's nice. And okay, yeah, our military leader left us. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I guess we will rehire. Yeah, we have a slot. Could have been a bit better on the fire. Only 3 fire. But I guess it's good to have. Just looking at the siege pips that we get, it's so nice having like 4 siege on average. I very much appreciate that. Oh yeah, also... wait, what is this? No, that not plundering. We can... okay, yeah, also we can start repairing more temples. Obviously, we are at peace, so we can definitely start repairing some temples. Now, which ones are more important? I guess the ones around the river... 62, that will be 70. Okay, or actually 71, 75. Okay, I guess first let's repair the ones that are only in minor disrepair. So Tugayasa, sure. And honestly, we can do Tugayasa and then we can do one of the ones which will take longer. So I think this one. Okay, this one is... I think this temple covers the main city and a lot of other high development areas. So sure, we'll pay for your repair, and that will be done in 12 years. Okay. Then again, honestly, we are so far ahead on technology. Maybe I could just pay the extra and repair more temples. It does cost 100 of every mana at this point, but they are important. They are important, so... Maharaja, sure, you can also get repaired. Okay. Yeah, also, Guvamud. Is Guvamud ally? No. Guvamud, it was nice knowing you. Fuck off. They haven't helped us literally in the last 100 years, I would wanna say. They have long lost any purpose. Influenza. Quarantine it. Okay, so currently money is draining because we are replenishing our front lines, so army maintenance is high. I guess it's a rare occasion where corruption is actually going up, simply because we have so much overextension. But that will fix itself soon enough. We are gaining 2.3 thousand men a month. I guess because we have some nice modifiers. The Triumph of the Sun plus the special Nomad event gives us 25% extra for a year. Severed Ear. Oh, the Wars of Consolidation end. Right, the Eskani stuff. And I don't think anyone really managed anything here. The War of the Sorcerer King ended with the climactic Battle of Trial Mound. That's a past war. It was a ritual appropriate to the times. A tournament of men and elves selected a handful of the most prominent figures in Canor to ascend the mountain, take its trials, and slay Nikmur. A few died in the tournament, many more died in the ascent, but ultimately, taking up Cullendal the Gleaming Blade, Clarimond of Oldhaven slew the Dark Mage and ended his reign. But these are not those times. Honor, chivalry, these are all words whose meaning has decayed in the centuries since those great deeds. The Eskani Wars of Consolidation do not end with a tournament. Indeed, they do not end with any particular event at all. That may be how history used to go, but it is not the nature of our present chaos. Perhaps the land finally is saturated with blood and can take no more. Perhaps the soldiers are spent, generations left on the battlefield. Perhaps even the haughtiest of Witch Kings has grown tired from fruitless clashes. Whatever it is the future historians point to, right now we know only this. The Wars of Consolidation are over. The idea they had a victor is laughable, and at least for the briefest moment, there will be peace. So, yeah, basically just nothing happened, because no one can consolidate it. I think you basically need a player to achieve anything in the Consolidation Wars. Or maybe a very lucky AI can do something. I guess looking at it, it's what? Blade Marches hold one half, and the other half, including all of Castanaf, is held by Ungol. And then also Tarakar has started moving in, and Tarakar has an army of 300k. Yeah. Funny capital. Funny capital. 300 development crammed in. Level 13 trophy pile. Well, yeah, I guess nothing important in Canor then. Back to our own place. Back to our own place, our own stuff. I do find it very interesting that Rush the Hog-Up still is alive. Mostly that the command at any given point hasn't eaten them. Okay, what, I guess in half a year's time our front lines will be refilled. So we will be able to actually start saving up manpower again. And what's this? The Hungry Ghosts. The Spirit Festival in Svirjigal was in full swing when, at dusk, a sizable gathering of spirits arrived. However, these were not benevolent spirits. Instead, they were brimming with hunger and malevolence. These voracious spirits have initiated a rampage through the town, sowing chaos and spreading panic and fear among the residents. Our counselors are urgently calling for decisive action to be taken. Now, there's a 50-50 chance we lose a workshop. I guess that's not the end of the world. We can rebuild. We can rebuild. We lost it. No, the spirits ate the workshop. Why did they eat it? Was it tasty? Also, okay, I guess we have to start paying attention to some of these separatist movements, because there is a lot of them are gonna be popping up. At least a lot of them are restricted to like one province. And oh, what's this? The Great Storm is offering an alliance. You know, Great Storm, I like how you think. I like how you think, but I think no. I think that's not in our greatest benefits, is it now? Also, okay, yeah, mandate growth is back, positive. We still have a little bit of devastation, and sadly we did lose prosperity, but that should return in time. Also, yeah, this month the next debate will become available, but again, I will save it until we once again are in a war, and then we'll just use it to get the draft again. Realistically, I assume just for the entirety of the game, I'm just gonna be picking the draft. That's my current assumption. And also, I guess we are... Okay, yep, the first revolts. Understandable. But, well, we have forces mostly ready everywhere. Yeah, so that didn't cause much trouble. Magistrates resign. Losing Diplo. Oh no. Anyways. So that's gonna... Oh, this is 61k. Jiangliusi separatists. Okay, that's a big one. That's a big one. We have to be a bit careful about that. Yes, orcs, please give me some manpower. That would be cool. Oh, yes, that's a lot of different separatists popping at once. We'll send you through here, do some cleanup. Cult of the Evil Moon. 82 heretics. The high temples are like a puzzle we can't solve. even though we've been near them for ages, we still don't know why they were built or who specifically built them. We know that it was a precursor realm, but the reasons behind them remain a mystery. This mystery has led to some strange ideas over time, like the thought that ancient aliens made them, or that they were built by a kingdom that got submerged. Even though these ideas might sound a bit crazy, they've attracted quite a few people. Unfortunately, another idea has caused trouble. A group, more like a cult, has taken control of the High Temple in Shanyutian. The cult claims to know the real purpose of the temples. They say the temples, especially their center, are actually powerful weapons that can be used to destroy what they call the ultimate source of evil, the moon. It might sound really weird and hard to believe, but we need to act and get the temple back from them before they cause serious damage. 82,000 of them? That's more than a few insane people. Lordy. Well, I guess we have 90k ready. Get in there. I think heretics weren't too hard to beat. Still, that's manpower losses. Yeah, well, that's a lot of losses that I... well, yeah, 0 on the fire phase. That is terrible. Well, we were about to refill our front lines. Now we are once again 20,000 in depth, basically. Cool. And yeah, just more separatists are gonna keep popping. The party spreads among the military. Few pursue Suriel's brilliant path with as much vigor as our steadfastness as our soldiers. And now that their path has led them to celebration, they place just as high a value on partying as they do any other piece of their service. We cannot begrudge them this break, but we should be careful since our military prowess will be hampered during the festivities, and even after, as our troops figure out where they left their arms and ammunition when they celebratory fervor took over. For 5 years, -10 discipline and 54th defense. Well, okay, it's not the end of the world. The discipline does hurt, but... Okay, and actually, the first cores are already finishing, so that should mean that soon all of them will finish. Okay, send you down here. Advisor resigns? Our natural scientist just resigned. You can do that? Well, evidently they can do that. Well, we have someone better anyways. Can't promote them, sadly, but welcome to the club. Also, goddamn, these are some expensive cities that we need to convert. Oh yeah, there goes any manpower we had. And the revolts are still continuing. Honestly, I do not understand why they had to remove the fact that... Because I remember previously these special missions which... Okay, so... We just can't have a... Okay, a missionary? Can we have you in our court? Everyone else keeps resigning. Here we have to deal with 60 on 60. You go wipe them out. The infantry is absolutely in tatters, but what else can we do? But yeah, I remember previously those missions, they made it so that you cannot get rebels during the period of the mission. Which, it could be argued that that is very strong, which it is, but you literally get it 3 times during an entire campaign. So I never really saw an issue in that. Considering that the Jadd seems to have gotten a ton of buffs, I don't quite see why they also put in a random nerf. Okay. How many more do we have to deal with? A lot still. Well, actually not that many. Actually, the vast majority has been dealt with. And okay, at least while we have the missionary strength advisor, we can convert everything that we conquered quite quickly. Okay, that's more. Christ. Okay, also we have like 3 missions that are completable, but I think I will leave those for next time, as really I do want to call it, but I first did want to... Violent party goers, shame. I do want to deal with all the separatists, and then it's gonna be time to call it for today. Yeah, speak of the devil, there they are. We only have a few of them. Let me click... No, deselect the army. Okay, okay. The general died, sure. Not perfect, but what can you do? So actually we don't... Looks like we are out of overextension territory. Yeah, we are out of overextension territory, so now everything is chill again. Everything is chill again, just one more batch needs to finish coring, and that's gonna be that. And then we can finally get a breather. Yeah, I think we lost like another 60,000 men fighting all the rebels. Eee, that's not good. That indeed is not good, but... well, it has to be done. Okay. Then I think once everything is cored... wait, is this already the end of... oh, this isn't even... okay, a spectacular Deodoron. Oh, I think I know this text. Okay, I'm pretty sure... this is the text which, for whatever reason, they removed from the Deoderan disaster. Because I remember the Deoderan disaster, when it started, originally it had a very nice, flavorful, just starting text, which I kept complaining when we played through it that it was removed for whatever reason. But looks like this might just be that text, so once we are finished with all the cores, we'll read through it, and then that's gonna be that. Okay, or I guess we can just read it now. Which I think this is for no reason. I think this is just an event. Around the fire, two desert elves meet one another's eyes, and then they rise to dance the dance that the desert elves have danced since they became such, the Deoderan. It begins with Pelar 10, watching the flame. Two dancers, circling the center bonfire, dip their torches within it. Each will match their opponent's flame for the rest of the dance, eyes never straying to face or body. A moment's distraction and they could easily get burned. Then, the bodies and fires flow as the music begins. Son El, the Song of the West. A song of yearning, of longing, of loss. A song of home, and the terrible things we would do to ourselves, to one another, to return to it. The first crescendo, and the dancers move into Inelviet, the breath of life. There is no fire without air, just as there is no dance without breath. This will be true throughout the Deoderan, but is never more clear than now, as they move in bursts of speed while performing dizzying acrobatics. The bonfire spikes, the torches flare, it seems guaranteed one of the dancers will catch a blaze. Then, suddenly, Kaid, rest. Even the greatest fire burns to coals, yet those coals are hotter than any burning flame, and will last long into the night. This phase is one of the most technically challenging parts of the dance, despite its seemingly simple and slow motions. All it takes is a bit of kindling, a long high note in the music, and then the bonfire returns. The dancers proceeding into Kondranas, balance. They have become nigh indistinguishable, a perfect match of flame and fuel, of strength and dexterity, one against the other. But as the two forces grow, they cannot stay in opposition forever, lest they break the world around them. Thus, just after the fiercest clash, they enter Enehashten, union of flame. Two bodies move as one, two fires burn as one, a reminder that every torch here on Halan is a fragment of Surael's flame in the skies above. And so, the music grows, the fire grows, the shadows grow. It is Renak Deran, the final dance. Soon the dancers will rest, the flame will fade, the night will grow long, but for now, there is light, there is heat, and there is the wonder of a life lived for Surael. Well, that's, I would say, one of, if not my favorite flavor text that I have seen in the entire game. Admittedly, I have seen only a number of them, but I would rate this one very highly up there. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose, but it doesn't have to. And okay, the last core is just about finished. That's the last core, and I guess there most likely will be a pop. Well, okay, it might as well be let it tick over another month. Maybe it will give us the pop-up for the finished finished jubilation. Okay, not yet. I assume that's gonna be a few months, in which case we'll do that next time. And yeah, so now it's gonna be a bit of just recuperating from all the shit that has gone down. We can complete a number of missions, but those will also I will leave for next time. So, okay, that's gonna be about that for today then. I'd say quite the successful undertakings. Well, yeah, all in the east today. A lot of expansions, some repaired temples and whatnot. And then, yeah, well, yeah, big wins for the Empire, indeed, Walther, indeed. I think well, yeah, this is the single biggest land grab that we have done ever. It was almost 300 overextension, so that's quite good. And then, yeah, I guess next time will be Monday, because I'm not around tomorrow. Figured that out during the morning. That's also why I did the stream today. So, yeah, tomorrow have to do stuff and things, so won't be around. So, until Monday it is. I guess, thanks Walter, thanks Times for stopping by, Boland as well, as always. Also, I think everyone else that stopped by today. And the VODs, I will see how quickly I can get these VODs up. I have the one from Monday already up, but yeah, hopefully over the weekend. So yeah, I guess good Labor Day to everyone that's doing that, and I guess good weekend, and see you on Monday then. Bye bye.